because speaking of these wagers, you did bully me a bit. I'm not gonna lie via text. So I have gone out on a limb and picked the Mavs to beat the Suns. They are okay. I picked the Mavs. We can get into that in a moment.
Where do I look?
But that's okay. However, that is, and I'm a gambler. If I make that bet via bookmaking outlet, get like 2.5 to 1. So if I bet $1,000, you win 2,500, something like that. Wayne texts me. He's like, I got the Suns, you got the Mavs, same 5,000. I'm like, man. So I text him back. I'm like, are you giving me odds? And this guy says, I'll give you odds at 10,000, but at 5,000, it's got to be straight up. And I'm like, this guy really made me fold my hand. Like I don't have the financial stability you have in this regard. So are you a Suns fan or just a Chris Paul fan, or what's the story there?
I'm a CP fan first because, you know, he started in New Orleans,
of
and
course.
I had season tickets, and me and CP became brothers.
Yeah.
CP is one of the greatest human beings on planet Earth. Forget basketball. That guy is just he bent over backwards once. If you become a part of his
circle,
you know what I mean, just a part of his, you know, he loves you.
Okay.
You know, that guy bends over backwards for you. Just plain and simple, he's just a great guy. And so just from that point on, I was always a fan, no matter where he went. I became a fan of that team. But then that team, the Suns team, is totally different. He's FaceTiming me after games, after wins. Wow. And they all, you know, you could tell, CP don't do that. I've been knowing CP obviously his whole career, you know, FaceTime me after no win. They making him do that.
Oh, yeah. Because it's younger generation, they're so excited.
So I became obviously a fan, a total fan of the whole team. I think they just FaceTimed me recently. I said Devin Booker's name I think in someone's, Lotto, she has a song. I said his name. I didn't even know. I just be saying whatever rhymes. I didn't know I said his name, but they FaceTimed me right after the win. And he was just letting me hear, like, like, thank you, man. I was like, what did I do?
So I want to ask you about that, actually. We'll get back to the Suns and these playoffs in a minute. The list of athletes who you've name-dropped in songs, too long to go through.
Yeah, exactly.
But when you do it, like, I assume now you realize it, but, like, how often do guys reach out to you like that it was a bigger moment for them than you even considered when you did it?
I got a perfect example. Recently, it was this year. Calipari. Cal.
Yeah.
Cal hit me with one of the messages. You know, his message was so serious and so real. So I had to make sure that that's what he was talking about, that I did. You know, I was like, is that what he's teaching? I'm like, is he talking about me saying his name in a song? Because his message was like, you don't know what it did for me. Oh. Yeah, he's like, you don't know what that's done, or what that's done for me, what that's done for the people. You know what I mean? I think it was brought to him by a family member, probably someone probably younger, that probably made them connect when he was like, you don't know what that's like. I really, really appreciate that.
Well, especially, you're talking about John Calipari,
yeah.
Right? The coach. Mm-hmm. So he's in the business of finding connection points to 16 and 17-year-olds. And so there's that gives him some maybe credibility he wouldn't otherwise have, that you're mentioning him. I think it was, so there's relatively new songs, Scared Money, with J. Cole, YG, and I forget even who the third person is. But regardless, it's the first song I'd ever heard my guy Luka Doncic's name said in. I'm like, oh, like that's a crossover moment for him. For Luka to be able to be in the music. Have you ever had somebody that you were a fan of that you hadn't met that you mentioned and that it created a connection point?
I think it was, I want to say that it would be Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury?
Yeah. Oh. Tyson Fury, yeah. I think I may have said his name. And since then he's a very, very, very religious type of, you know what I mean? He prays for you and let you know he's another one of those good guys.
And he's from, you know, over in England.
No way, yeah.
But like very tough upbringing.
I already know.
Like, you know, which is, I always figured, I don't know that, I can't prove this, but a lot of people, you know, there used to be a joke that rappers want to be ball players and ball players want to be rappers.
Yeah, I know that one.
Sure. But what's also true is there is
Not me, I'm too small.
Well, that's all right. There's a connectivity through the shared struggle of youth
Yeah.
for a lot of
Exactly.
a lot of NBA guys, some NFL guys, and guys in the hip hop game. Where listen, some guys came up super comfortable, but most of them you had to fight and claw for all of it. And once you got there, it's good to see people that were through a similar thing. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.